Hey guys, I just wanted to do a little video because I know there's a new wave of people awakening at the moment and it can be really intense. So I just want to do a little video on what some things are to look out for when your spirit team is starting to get in touch with you. So at the moment, the collective is raising their consciousness and it can bring up a lot of our inner trauma work that we need to kind of work on. So for me, I like to journal out these things or sit in meditation, always ask our guides for help. But little signs that spirit is trying to work with you can be glitches in electricity. Sometimes when I first started awakening, all my phones were blowing up, so I don't want you to stress out about that kind of stuff. We will get the angel numbers 1111, 121212, 444, all these different things. If they keep reoccurring the same number consistently, just Google it and trust that the first one that you see is the message that you need to get. There's so much information online. We also get the feathers sometimes come into our path just for our angels to let us know that they're working with us. For me, I have a lot of spirit animals that kind of come through, so I might see images of them, or I might just keep seeing the elephant all the time, or like just reoccurring things. My pop shows up as a butterfly, so there's sometimes spirit will get through nature as well. Clouds is another one. I receive a lot of messages through the clouds. I might see animals in the clouds, or I may see just different things that I'm working with at the moment. There's a lot of dragons happening at the moment. Some other things that spirit will get in touch with us. They will send us information through music, through our YouTubes, our Facebooks. If you're like, this is such a lot of people go, it's coincidence, but is it a coincidence, or are they trying to work with you? So I want you just to kind of be brave and honest with yourself. There is a lot of energetic downloads happening at the moment where people are feeling really, really tired, and they're needing to rest more. Just honor the body. Also, our triggers will come up sometimes when we're really, really cranky, or we're really sad, or we just feel like we need an ugly cry, all of this kind of stuff. Trying to track where that's coming from, because we don't just lose our shit for no reason. Sometimes it's repressed emotions that we need to kind of deal with. It can be really scary, so if you need to help, if you need help with that, you can message me and we can book in a healing session, or we could do a reading. But also there's so many resources online. I was just talking to a lady, things to help us with these ascension symptoms. Crystals are amazing. Sound healing, there's so much free resources on YouTube with sound healing and guided meditations. We just need to get back to breathing and being centered and slowing down. This is how we receive more messages from spirit as well, where we're running too fast. We've got too many things happening in the background. That how can we actually slow down and get this information? So there's a lot of different tools that we can use to tap in, such as our cards and pendulums. I love automatic writing. There's so many different ways. I'll do some videos on those later. But if I've got some resources on my website as well. But if you're needing any sort of help, I love Hertz music and affirmations of a nighttime to retrain the subconscious. Another thing is when our angels are starting to come in and help with us, they really need permission to work with us, our spirit guides and Mother Earth as well. So just setting that intention of, hey Spirit, I need a bit of help today with releasing some of this work. Hey Spirit, I need a little bit of help of raising my frequency. And there is certain things that we can do to raise our frequency, and there's certain things we do to lower our frequency. So obviously being around positive energy is a really good one. So I hate the news in this sense, where it's like that is to lower our frequency. It is fear-mongering in a lot of ways. It's good to stay connected, but maybe just limit your time around whingy-ass people. They are draining. There's so many. I love Steve Noble meditations online to do healing work and to raise our frequency. Spirit is always wanting to work with us to higher our consciousness. Start asking for help, start praying, start setting the intentions and letting them know what you want to bring in with your life. Spirit, is there anything else you want me to say today? I just wanted to do a little short video today, but I will get into more detail if you have any more questions of what we can do. Another big thing is the things that we're consuming. What are we putting into our body? Are you eating? Last night I ate a whole bag of chips. My body hated me. It was not good. But at the same time, what can we do to nurture the body? What can we do to honor the body? Listening when we go to the toilet, what does it feel like? Is our stomach just absolutely struggling, or are we giving it nutrients that are needed for the body? So it's also what we're consuming on our social medias, and what we're consuming just on our day-to-day basis. If we're around really negative, toxic people, maybe limit your time to them. We don't need that so much. So I highly recommend people to declutter their house. Our jewelry and our furniture and things like that, it holds energy onto it. So decluttering things, and making your house a safe haven for you, and then going through with some incense or some sage or some sound healing or whatever resonates with you, and setting the intention and clearing the space throughout the home. So I might do a little video on how to cleanse a home as well, but I just want you to take it easy as we're going through this ascension period, because it is like riding the waves. We need to let it come through, integrate it a little bit. Sometimes we need a lot of rest while this is happening. I'm just going to pull a few cards for us at the moment to see if anything comes through. Okay. Spirit, is there anything for the collective today? I really want you to learn discernment as well, instead of... Oh, this is a good card. So learning discernment when you're getting messages. Don't let anyone tell you what your spirituality or what your soul is telling you. If it doesn't resonate, it doesn't resonate with you. So really just taking that time to figure it out for yourself and not be told. This is where slowing down, going into nature, meditating, getting your own information is really, really good. Don't let anyone tell you what the spiritual path should look like, because there's so many rules and regulations. I'm like, this is already turning into religion. This is not what we need. They just want you to remember that you are a divine being, that all of the codes and things are within you. So when we look for outside resources, just knowing that all of this information is within ourselves. So again, we're all on different soul evolutionary paths, and what our truth may be different to someone else's truth. But just letting you know that these downloads are coming up from the central sun and from the earth as well. So really connecting in, sometimes doing a bit of sun gazing or working with the different elements, being in nature. I really love the river at the moment. I'm really getting called to do a salt bath to do some cleansing of my energy. I want people just right now just to take a big breath with me, and I want you just to imagine that there's a light within your heart, and it's almost like as you do the in-breath, you're lighting this light up, like you're filling up a balloon with energy, and on the out breath we're releasing any energy that doesn't serve us anymore, any sadness, any darkness, anything like this. And this is a technique that we can use to raise our vibration. There's so many things on YouTube that we can use. As I said before, I highly recommend Steve Noble. He is amazing. So I want you just to take a deep breath in. Imagine that white light coming into your body from the sun, and on the out breath with a big sigh, releasing anything that no longer serves us. I instantly feel better. Imagine if you actually took 10 minutes to do this. So even just when you're on the toilet, if you're saying you got no time, make some time, because at the end of the day, your mental health and your soul health is more important than running around crazy for other people. So the more we slow down, the more we be honest with our emotions. We don't disregard them and pretend that they're not there. We honor them. We do a bit of journaling. If you need help with this, I'm here for you, but I want you just to take some time for you today and follow your passions, follow what makes you happy, because that's the easiest way for us to raise our frequency, is doing things that make us happy. Every time we say yes to something that we don't want to do, it disrespects ourselves. We're not here for a long time, so do the things that make you happy. Let's pull one Archangel Michael card. Okay, there is a lot of inner work coming up for people. So it's talking about write about your thoughts and your feelings. We've all gone through a lot in our lifetime. Your I don't want to say trauma, but the things that you've been through, everyone is very, very different. So in this prayer, we're going to ask Archangel Michael, thank you for helping us tap into our God-given creativity and wisdom so we can clearly express ourselves and glean insight, blessing, and healings into our life. Archangel Michael is amazing to call on. He is amazing to call on for cutting cords. You just imagine and ask him to use his sword of light to cut any cords from us from the past. He is amazing at helping us with anxiety and releasing any information, releasing anything that just no longer serves us in this sense. So this is the redemption card. If you can see her looking backwards into her life, maybe doing a bit of a life review, really helped me actually acknowledge the things that I've gone through and then helping me step into my power. So the higher we go in the galactic realms, the inner we've got to go. So as above, so below. So it really can bring up a lot of trauma and triggers for us. Just realizing it's all in our best interest. It's all about, it's kind of like that arrow being pulled back to be released. The more we kind of honor that and we step into our power and we take some time for ourselves to release anything that no longer serves us, the higher we can go with our spiritual journey. The more inner work that comes up, the more we can start tapping into our spirit guides and the aliens and all of these amazing things. Our psychic abilities are just turning on left, right, and center. So as I said, there's a lot of energetic upgrades happening at the moment. So I don't want you to freak out and feel like you're broken. You are not broken. This is all about releasing what no longer serves us. Our 1222, our spirit guides are showing us in the world where there is so much corruption. There is so much dark energy keeping us feeling bound. We're slaves to the system, modern day slavery. So I want you to be able to release all of these old ways, our old perceptions and our old belief systems, because we're coming into this new cycle where we're going to drop all of these ropes and we're going to drop anything that makes us feel stagnant or stuck or not stepping into our true soul identity or who we really are as a people. And I really want to remind people, this is the reunion card. So this is us getting back in touch with our soul roots. So on other planetary systems, we remember our past lives and we remember these things that have happened to us on a soul level. But when we come down to Earth, as we are the brave ones that have done so, we forget all of that. So this is really about recognizing our connection with spirit, our connection with Mother Earth, and our connection with all living things. So with this, it really is talking about collaboration with our spirit team. So as I said, we need to ask, because they can't intervene without permission. So praying of a night time or whenever you want to do it, you can just have the thoughts in your head. You can write them a letter, you can burn it, you can just go and put your feet into the earth and send the energy down into the earth, and then send all the pains and worries down into the earth, and then getting that light energy back into our body to raise our vibration is the more we are stepping into this. So we are also here for this. So a lot of people when their traumas and stuff like that come up, they feel like, why the fuck is this happening to me? I want you to know that on a soul level, we pick what's going to happen to us. And I know that's going to trigger the fuck out of a lot of people, because they're like, no, this has happened to me. We also chose to be here at this time of awakening. So I want you to know that you are here for this. And so even I've had some really terrible relationships, and I was always like, why do I keep attracting people that cheat on me and they do all these things? I was really in victim mode. But then when I tapped into my higher self, they were like, you chose to do this because you wanted to learn boundaries and you wanted to learn how to step into your power. And if I didn't go through all those things, I wouldn't be where I am today. So really seeing what the lesson can be, trying to turn that negative into a positive is a really big way to do this. And I just want to remind everyone, we are having activations at the moment. So if you are feeling like you need a healing to integrate, or if you just need to take a day off work to do these kind of things, we don't all need to go on this spiritual journey. It's just about being the happiest version of ourselves, and we're bringing that light into the earth. So don't feel like you need to go be a psychic or do anything like that. That's just my journey, because I'm here to help people with their spiritual awakenings. But if you are called to it's whatever you're happy doing. This is what the whole point is for us to be very happy. So I'm just going to pull one more card. Retreat and recharge. Look at him in his Zen den. He looks so happy and content. If you're wigging out, take some time to recharge. Go into hermit mode. Stop talking to people as much at the moment. It's okay if you need a little bit of space. There is a new wave of people waking up. And one more, do it your way. Don't let people tell you what you've got to do. Don't let people tell you how you've got to do it. Do what feels good for you. If you need to have an ugly cry, have an ugly cry. That's a purging and releasing. It doesn't mean you're broken. If you need to... I'm getting a real big thing of just being in nature, and if a really great way to cleanse our energy is to have a salt bath. I'm really getting that. I'm going to go book a float tank. I'll see you guys later. Love, love, love.